God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay, that Jesus Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day, to save us all from Satan's power when we have gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort. Well, Merry Christmas! A Merry Christmas to you all! I know it's not. I'm just a foolish young man who's in love with the most beautiful woman in the world, and she has agreed to be my wife. For me, every day is Christmas. I'm so happy I could burst. Well, if I'm happy, then this sad world should be happy too. Still, it's one's job to bring a smile into the world, and that's what I've been trying to do all morning. Tell me, have you ever seen or heard of a misery gut? Well, you're going to meet one today. My uncle, Ebenezer Scrooge. I've been trying to cheer him up for the last 24 years. Can't say I've been very successful, though. My uncle is so mean that if you look up the word meanness in the dictionary, you'll see his face. He is the most tight-fisted, squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching old sinner that's ever lived. The funny thing is, I still love him. I feel sorry for him because he only makes himself unhappy in the end. Wait a moment. I've just had an idea. Why don't we give the old goat a surprise? Oh, if this doesn't cheer him up, nothing will. Now, when Scrooge comes in, I want all of you to say, as loud as you can, Merry Christmas, Scrooge! All right, we're going to practice together on the count of 3. All right? 1, 2, 3. Good. Now, I know it's early in the morning, but you can definitely do better than that. Come on, you have to be really loud. We have to surprise him. All right, as loud as you can. Can we try again? All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Now, remember, for this to work, you have to remain absolutely silent until he comes in. All right, remember, Merry Christmas, Scrooge. Yes, okay, I'll go and fetch him now. Uncle Scrooge? Uncle Scrooge? Where are you? I'm here. Where do you think I am? Ah, here you are. Yes, here I am. There you are. And now that you found where you both are, you can go away. But Uncle, we have some visitors. You can tell them to go away as well. But Uncle, they've come here to see you. Well, I don't want to see them. Can't a man count his money in peace anymore? Well, maybe that's what they've come here to see you about. Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? Where are these charming visitors? In your office. Welcome to my horrible. Horrible. Most horrible. This must be one of my nephew's practical jokes. Outrageous. Inflicting me with these horrible animals. Be quiet, all of you. You're upsetting my delicate equilibrium. Must I suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous childhood? Be quiet, all of you. Merry Christmas, indeed. Yes. Bah humbug. $2,222 minus 1,640 divided by the dividend multiplied by the interest times the gross profit equals a net profit of £400, 33 shillings and 8 pence. Here at Scrooge and Marley, we make money the old-fashioned way. We steal it.
Oh dear, I'm late again. This is the second time this week. Hello. Hello. My name is Cratchit, Bob Cratchit. misfortune to work for Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge. I wonder, is he by any chance in a good mood today? No! That would be too much to ask for. Maybe if I tiptoe into the office very quietly, he won't notice.
Mr. Cratchit!
Mr. Scrooge!
You are late.
Am I, sir?
Am I, sir? Yes, you are, Cratchit. 2 minutes and 28 seconds, to be precise. I suppose you have an excuse.
Well, sir, I was just passing a shop in the high street when my eye was caught by the beautiful Christmas displays in the window. And I thought to myself, now, what should I give Tim for Christmas? Tim is my youngest boy. We call him Tiny Tim. He's been very sick recently, and I thought to myself, I'd like to get him something special this Christmas.
Christmas? Christmas, Christmas. Oh, that's all I hear these days. Christmas indeed. That humbug.
Christmas a humbug, sir? Surely you don't mean that.
I most certainly do. Merry Christmas indeed. What reasons have you to be merry? You're far too poor to be merry.
Well, what reasons have you not to be married? You're far too rich to be unhappy.
Bah! Humbug! And remember your station. I suppose you want all day off tomorrow.
If it's quite convenient, sir.
It is not convenient, and it is not fair. If I were to deduct a day's pay, you would think me cruel. Yet, you do not think it cruel when I pay a day's wages for no work.
It's only once a year, Mr. Scrooge.
A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th day of December. Now get back to work.
Scrooge.
What is it now, Cratchit?
I think there's someone at the door. Shall I deal with him?
A customer or street vermin?
He's a well-dressed gentleman.
Ah, a customer. I shall deal with it. Good morning. And a good morning to you, sir. Am I speaking to Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge, the proprietor of Scrooge and Marley? You most certainly are. Ebenezer Scrooge, your humble servant at your service. Now, how can I help you? A few of us are endeavoring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink, a means of warmth in this season of goodwill. Is that so? What shall I put you down for? Nothing. You wish to be anonymous? I wish to be left alone. But sir, there are thousands of poor people who will go hungry this Christmas, and more still who have no homes. You shock me. Are the prisons and workhouses shut down? I'm afraid they're as numerous as ever. Thousands of poor people die in them every year. Good thing, too. Well, certainly you don't mean that, Mr. Scrooge. I do. It is my belief that the more that die, the better. This world is far too overpopulated as it is. It is the law of nature. The strong survive whilst the weak perish. Now, good day and good riddance.
Well, he might not care about the poor, but I do. Sir? Sir? Here's the money for your forms. It's only a small amount. I'm not a wealthy man. There's no need to thank me. It's my duty.
Oh, Cratchit! Where is that lazy man? Cratchit!
Here, sir.
Wait, where? What do you think you were doing?
I just went out to give some money to that gentleman collecting for the poor.
Wait, just remember, you are on my time. If you wish to give away your measly wages, you may do so after work. Now, I have a foreclosure. A widow, 67, 4 children out in the snow. Life is good. I want that ledger completed by the time I get back. Oh, and credit.
Yes, Mr. Scrooge.
Those apprentices I ordered from the agency, well, where are they?
At the agency, Mr. Scrooge.
At the agency, Mr. Scrooge. Well, don't just sit there, go and fetch them. I want those apprentices here by the time I get back. Oh, and credit. Don't take your time.
Oh, and Cratchit, don't take your time.
I heard that.
Am I going to find 3 apprentices the day before Christmas? Everything is closed and the shops are closed. Hello. Who wants to work for Mr. Scrooge? There are so many people, but for our volunteers, I need people who can multitask. So I need all of you to pat your head and rub your tongue. Scrooge likes people who can do lots of things at once that save him lots of money. You, right there, you look wonderful. For the next thing, I need people who can follow directions. So, why don't we all put our hands on our head? Put them on your tongue. Put them on your head. Tell me this, that, this, that. Oh my goodness, you right there. You look wonderful. Why don't you come? And for the last thing, I need people who are very quiet. Scrooge doesn't like a lot of chat. He's a very, rigid man. So he likes nice and quiet. You, right there. I almost didn't see you. Why don't you come on up right You can stand right there. Now that you are apprentices, you will need your apprentice caps. Right there, you. Oh dear. Is that a pink shirt? Oh dear. See, Mr. Scrooge, he doesn't like the color pink. It makes him giggle like a schoolgirl every time he sees me. I need you to cover that right up. So you're just going to hold your hands like this, and if he asks, just tell him you're very, very cold. There? Wonderful. And you right there. Oh dear. Are those sparkles on your shirt? Did you have those when you were sitting there? Are you sure about that? Oh, well see, Mr. Scrooge, he's very sensitive to sparkles. And when he sees them, it blinds him in spots, and he gets all dizzy. So I need you to cover those up too. So if you can put your hands kind of like this. And if he asks, just tell him, your head hurts. Yes, there we go. And let's see, well, you're just about perfect now. I've got an idea. Something to give Scrooge a real headache. Listen, what's your name? Oh, Simone. Well, from now on, I'm going to call you Who. Is that okay? Remember, your name is Who. And what is your name? May I call you He? One He, your name. And what is your name? Mrs. Driscoll. Mrs. Driscoll. Your name is going to be Where. Is that all right? All right. Remember, Who, He, Where. Here he comes now.
Ah, there you are, Cratchit.
I've got the apprentices for you, Mr. Scrooge.
And what the apprentices for you, Mr. Scrooge? I suppose you want a pat on the head and a biscuit as well.
Well, you have
None for you. Now, is this the best you could come up with? All right, it is I. It's a posture. Posture, don't slouch. You are very fortunate to... What are you doing? Why are your arms like this? You're cold? Well, it is quite warm enough in my office. I keep the coal burning just as I like it to. Now, put your hands down immediately. Put it in the proper manner. Put your hands down like this. Is that a pink shirt? No, I can't stand me.
Oh dear, I think you were wearing that earlier, sir.
Oh, Cratchit, we must burn the shirt immediately. Burn it in the fire. Yes, burn it. Burn the shirt. Did you see what it is making me do?
Oh, stop it. Wouldn't that be such a waste of coal on such a cold night?
You're right. Yeah. After Christmas.
Christmas, sir.
After Christmas. Now, as I was saying, you are very fortunate to be... Now, what are you doing? Your head hurts? Well, I can't stand for any sort of thing. We've got plenty of work to be doing. Now, put your hands down immediately, and I... Oh my. Are those sparkles on your shirt?
Oh dear, sir, just stay in one
No,
spot.
I can't. The sparkles, they blind me.
Oh dear.
It says peace. Oh my goodness, we can't have that either. We must get the tar. Yes, the black tar. The very hot, thick black tar. We shall cover that piece
so
up and all.
sorry, sir. We are all out.
We're all out of
We're
tar.
all out of tar. You tarred the whole last crew that we had.
Oh, you're correct. Lots of tarring to be going
Lots of
around.
sparkles everywhere.
There's plenty of spots. Well, after Christmas.
After Christmas, sir.
After Christmas. Yes. And then well, you're just about perfect. Now, watch out, Freddy. This one's after your job. Yes. Now, as I was saying, we're all very fortunate to be working here at Scrooge and Marley. The people who make money the old-fashioned way.
We steal it.
Yes, as I was saying. Now, you each work 15 minutes. You each work 15 hours a day, with a 15 minutes a day break for lunch. Now, I myself will provide the lunch. Yes, now here we are. Let's see. This is for you. There you are. This is for you. And this is for you. Now don't go telling everyone about your lunchtime feasts. They'll all want one. You'll at all times address me as Mr. Scrooge or as Sir. Is that quite clear? Yes, what? Better. Like I said, this one's quick on the uptake there. Now, would you be so kind as to introduce me to our new workers?
Certainly, Mr. Scrooge. He is who, this is he, and there's where.
I beg your pardon.
Here is who, this is he, and there's where.
What?
Here is who.
Who is
Oh,
where?
there is where.
Where is where?
There is where.
And who is
He
he?
is he.
He is where?
No, he's he, and there's where.
But who's who?
Who is he?
I don't know.
No, who is he?
But I thought he is who.
No, he's who's he, and there's where.
This is giving me a headache. Where is who?
Here.
Where?
There.
He is here.
No, he is he, and there's where.
But who is
He
he?
is he.
What?
No, not what, he.
Who?
There.
Where?
There's where.
Where's where?
There's where.
Ah!
He is who? He, and there's where.
Enough. This is giving me a headache.
Can I go, sir?
Go. Yes. Go away. And take them away as well. Wait a moment. What am I saying? Go where?
Home, sir. It's Christmas tomorrow.
Humbug.
But, sir, I have to get home to see my kin. He's in so much pain that he can't even...
No.
I'll put in double time the next day.
Well. All right. But don't say I don't spoil you.
No, sir. Never mention it, sir.
Mr. Cratchit. I want to see you here at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, sir. Very good. Shan't be late.
Mr. Cratchit! That's 6 o'clock in the morning.
6 in the morning. Very good, sir. Not a minute later.
Mr. Cratchit! Don't be 1 minute late.
No, sir. Not a minute late, sir. Wouldn't dream of it.
Mr. Cratchit! If you are even 1 second late, I shall deduct 1/3 of your weekly salary.
1/3 of my weekly salary. Surely you don't mean that, Mr. Scrooge?
You are correct. I don't mean that. What I meant to say was, if you are late, I shall deduct 1/2 of your weekly wages. Now, be off with you, before you exhaust my generosity and goodwill.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And a Merry Christmas. Good night, sir.
Christmas. Merry Christmas. Cratchit! Cratchit! Now, some people say the love of money is an evil thing. Oh, how can something this beautiful be evil? It's not everyone who truly loves money the way I do. The glitter, the smell, the feel. Oh yes, and some people talk of friendship, love, Christmas cheer. I say bar humbug to all of it. If you can't invest it or hoard it, it's of no value to me. Well, I'd better put my money away before someone tries to steal it. Now, back to work.
Oh.
What was that? What was that? I distinctly heard a noise. What? No. Well, maybe it was a... There's nothing there. Nothing behind. Listen, ghosts are the product of a lazy mind and too much rich food. They can be caused by indigestion. Why, I was reading in the London Times the other day that the lump of cheese stuck in the diaphragm has been known to cause a battalion of phantoms. Yes?
I have come for you.
For me? What do you want with me?
Much.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Well, you're awful particular for a ghost, but all right. Who were you?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Humbug! He's been dead for 7 years. I know, I was at the funeral.
You don't believe in me.
I don't.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because a little thing affects them. A slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheat. You could be a bit of undigested beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of an underdone potato. There's more of gravy than a brave about you, whatever you are. Humbug, I tell you. Humbug. Ghost. Well, why do you trouble me?
Man of green, do you believe in me or no?
Yes, I do. I must, but why do spirits walk the earth, and why do they come to me?
It is required of every man that the spirit within him should walk abroad among his fellow men and travel far and wide.
But why are you chained?
I wear the chain I made in life. Do you know the weight and length of the chain you bear yourself? It was as heavy as mine is now 7 Christmas Eves ago, and you have lengthened it since.
Oh, don't speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I have none to give. I cannot rest. I cannot stay. I cannot linger anywhere. There is no place for me, no balm for woe, just the incessant torture of remorse for the things I could have been and could have done.
But you were always a good man of business, Jacob.
Business? Mankind was my business. Charity, mercy, compassion, and love were all my business. Oh, why did I turn my back on the hungry, the homeless, and the suffering?
Oh, but Jacob, surely you...
Ebenezer, my time is nearly up. I have come tonight to warn you, for you still have a chance and hope of escaping my fate.
Oh, you were always a good friend to me. Thank ye.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Is that the chance and hope you mentioned, Jacob?
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to escape the path that I tread now. Expect the first visit tomorrow, when the bell tolls 12. Expect the second upon the next night at the same hour.
Well, couldn't I just have them all at once and have it over, Jacob?
Expect the third upon the next night, when the final stroke of 12 has ceased to sound. I can stay no longer. I have to go. Ebenezer, remember me.
Oh, Jacob. Oh, Jacob! Are you still there? Jacob! Was that really Jacob? No, it's impossible. How? Must have been a nightmare. It's all a terrible nightmare. Oh, I feel ill. My delicate equilibrium has been disrupted. Sleep. Yes, that's what I need. Balm for a poor mind. I'll go to bed and try to forget the whole thing. But could it have been real? Sheer humbug. It can't be 12. I've just gone to bed. Oh, what a horrible dream I just had. I dreamt I spoke to Jacob Marley, my old partner. Now what was it he said? He said,
expect the first visit tomorrow when the bell tolls 12.
Who said that? Who said that? I distinctly heard a voice.
Top the morning to you, Scrooge, my old son.
Are you, sir, the spirit whose coming was foretold today?
I am.
It's a monstrous dwarf.
Now, Scrooge, me old son. Is that any way to treat a visitor, calling him a monstrous dwarf? I will admit I am small, but monstrous. That I take exception to.
What are you?
I'm a small person of an Irish persuasion. That very leprechaun-y.
But who are you?
Well, some people call me Milligan, others call me Finnegan. Some call me McNamara, or Shanty Shanty McIntyre, Donnelly Donnelly, Bottle I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
Well, what business brought you here?
I'm here to help you.
Oh, well, I'm much obliged. But I can't help but think that a night of unbroken rest would have been more conducive to that end.
Are you ready to come with me now?
Come with you? Well, why should I go with you?
Because if you don't, I'll get angry. Very angry. And I'll grow horns and a tail. And who knows? Maybe an extra leg or two.
I wouldn't want you to do that. If I have offended you, or any other unearthly spectre, I would like to convey my deepest apologies. And I would like to say, without fear of contradiction, that I have always held in highest regard those poor unfortunates.
Be quiet. Put a cork in it.
Yes. Put a cork in it, yes. At once, yes. Very witty.
Just follow me.
Wait a moment. You don't expect me to jump out of that window, do you?
Don't worry, it won't hurt.
I know it won't hurt, because I'm not going to do it. Jumping out of that window, indeed. And this country has got to where it is today by pandering to the whims of celestial Irish marriages. Yes, I will fight you on the beaches. I will fight you in the air. But I will never jump out of that window.
Oh. There now, that didn't hurt, now did it?
You pushed me.
Sometimes a leprechaun's got to do what a leprechaun's got to do.
You... Wait a moment. What's happened? Where are we? This isn't London. Where have all the streets gone? The chimney stacks. The fog is rising down.
Don't you recognize the place?
Good heaven. It can't be it. It's impossible.
What do you see?
This is the place where I was born. I was a boy here. I grew up in this place. Look, there's my village across there on the hill. Ghost, lead me where you will.
You remember the way?
Remember it? I could walk it blindfold.
Isn't it strange how you forgot this place for so long?
Look there. There's the parish church where we went each Sunday. Always in our Sunday best, come rain or snow, scrubbed clean and carrying prayer. Can you smell it? It's the bracken in the wet and the hawthorn in the snow. It's the smell of winter, frost-bound under a blue sky. A good smell. A good smell. I was happy here.
Why did you never come back to visit?
Oh, I couldn't. Once I started work, I never had the time.
Never had the time? Would you not put your pen down for just one moment and let your thoughts carry you back? No. You were far too busy accumulating wealth to realize that the true wealth is in the heart, in the mind. Look. Do you recognize that boy?
Yes, by heaven. It's me. Oh, what a sad face. Don't be sad. Your friend, Log Edwards from the post office will be coming. It's Christmas soon, and he'll be carrying a fat goose under one arm and a bottle of port under the other. And he's coming soon, not long to wait. He'll cheer you up in no time. Remember that Christmas when he got tipsy and jumped on the table while singing, "Oh, merry, merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay."
He can't see or hear you. To him, you are an invisible spirit, a gust of wind.
Poor boy. Well, how can I let him know? How can I make him happy?
That's a strange request for someone who's been spreading nothing but misery. I don't need to tell you. You already know.
Spirit, why do I feel remorse? Have I wasted all these years?
You see, my work is almost done. Come, time to take you back.
No, I don't want to go back. Let me stay here, among these hills and valleys.
No.
Please, Spirit, let me stay a while.
Cannot live in the past. Only revisit. And for that, you do not need my help. Home. Your time is up. I must take you back.
I was so foolish to forget this place. Who are you? And what are these horrible creatures?
Don't you recognize us? I am the ghost of Christmas present, and these three.
Yes, I have seen these three before, but I can't remember where.
They are the three curses: hunger, ignorance, and despair. You have passed them by every day.
Well, have they no homes? Is there no one to look after them?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
I didn't know what I was saying.
Let them die. The world is far too overpopulated. Remember your words.
I am not a criminal. I've never broken a law in my life, not even in business. Why do you curse me? What have I done? What have I done?
Nothing. You have done nothing. That is your crime. You have turned your back on those who seek your help, not to mention the three you see before you. You have a clerk, Bob Cratchit.
Yes,
And he has a son, Tim, tiny Tim. Does it surprise you that even Tim, who is in constant pain and suffering, still keeps the spirit of Christmas alive and cherished in his heart?
well, if he is in pain, why doesn't Cratchit take him to a doctor?
He cannot afford to.
I didn't realize.
You didn't want to realize.
Well, if he would only come to me and ask.
Must a man break his pride in order to penetrate your stony heart? I am the ghost of Christmas present, and my light shines even in the poorest and darkest house. My light warms all those who cherish Christmas in their hearts. So can it warm you too, if you so wish. Come, little one. Lead Ebenezer to himself. Prepare yourself for one last visitation. When the bell tolls 12, the ghost of Christmas future will appear. Do not be alarmed by his presence. Remember, he is here to help you. And Ebenezer, take my words. They are a gift.
Yes, I shall remember your words always. Always. If you're listening to me, I've learned my lesson. I can truly say I've learned my education. I understand. I'll show you that. I'll show you. Ghost of Christmas future.
Behind you!
I feel your presence. Lead me where you will. I understand why you are here. You wish me to follow? Oh, it's cold, this place. Oh, what a horrible place this is. Where are you pointing? Why, it looks like a grave. Whose grave is that? Standing there alone in desolation. No flowers. No visitors. You wish me to go over to that grave? Yes, I shall. But before I draw nearer to that stone to which you point, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be? Or the shadows of the things that may be only? Tell me. Tell me! No, Spirit! No! Ebenezer Scrooge. The grave has my name. Is this my fate? Lonely in death as well as in life? Tell me these things are not true, that I may yet change these things which you have shown me. Assure me, Spirit, for I will change. I will honor Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all year round. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach. If there is an ounce of kindness in that cruel appearance, tell me, for love's sake, that I may yet erase the writing on this stone. Tell me. Tell me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay.
I see the sun. It's breaking through the clouds. But I'm in my office. Jacob, my old friend, thank you. I will not let you down. Now, stop it, Mr. Scrooge. You're making a fool of yourself. Must I? You must. You must. I don't know what to do. I don't know what day of the week it is. I don't know anything. Excuse me, ma'am. Could you tell me what day it is? Christmas? It's Christmas Day! The spirits have done it all in one night! Oh, my goodness. Oh, hello! Hello there! How would you like to earn some money? How intelligent you are. Yes, come this way. Now, I want you to go to the poulterers on the next street and buy a turkey. But not just any turkeys, but the biggest, fattest, juiciest turkey he has. None of his skinny burgers. Do you understand? How remarkable you are. Yes. Come this way. I then want you to take it to Mr. Bob Cratchit. But don't tell him who it came from. It'll be a secret just between you and me. All right? Okay, now, off you go. Off you go. Oh, what a delightful child. Oh, what a beautiful morning it is. There's so much to do. So there is. But first, I must go to my nephew's and congratulate him on his engagement. Oh, I just remembered. I told Cratchit to come in early tomorrow. Poor Cratchit. He won't know what's come over me. He'll think I've gone stark raving mad. And you know what? He'll be right. But now, to my nephews. Yes, who is it? It's your uncle. Uncle Scrooge? But what are you doing here on Christmas? Oh, today? Would you have room at your table for a foolish old man? For you, Uncle. Any kind. Come inside with the rest of the guests.
What time is it? No, the crows are late. Tim! Tim, where are you? Oh, Tim. Oh, goodness, where are you? There you are, Tim! Come on, you're going to be late for school. Oh, come on, and I have to get to work. Come on, Tim. Oh, Tim, what are you doing? You're not even dressed properly. Where's the stuff? Oh, there's the stuff. All right, we're going to wrap you up nice and good. Tim, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Wonderful. Come this way. What a wonderful Christmas we had, huh? I'll never forget it. It still puzzles me. Where did that huge turkey come from? I don't know any wealthy enough to give it to us. Well, except Mr. Scrooge, but he wouldn't give a moldy apple to a pig, now would he? Now, come on. I have to go to work. You go to school and do everything your teacher tells you to do. Now it takes Mr. Scrooge. He's not here. He's not here. I can't believe it. Mr. Scrooge isn't here. Well. Cratchit, I want that letter done by the time I get back. Oh, and Cratchit, don't take your time.
Mr. Cratchit!
Mr. Scrooge!
What do you mean by coming here at this time of day?
I'm terribly sorry, sir. I am behind my time.
You are? Yes, I think you are. Step this way, if you please.
It's only once a year, Mr. Scrooge. I promise you, it won't happen again.
No, it will not happen again. I suppose you have some half-hearted excuse.
Well, sir, I was going... It's a big hole in the middle of the street. Oh, ghosts! 3 ghosts! Oh, no. I was making rather merry last night, sir.
You were making rather merry. I suppose there was lots of eating.
Yes, sir. Now that you mention it, there was lots of eating. I ate so much I thought I was hot. The funny thing was this huge turkey that arrived out of nowhere, and I don't know anyone wealthy enough to give it to me, except you, Scrooge. But you wouldn't give a moldy apple to a pig. Lots of eating.
Well, there was lots of laughing, I expect.
Yes, sir. Lots of laughing. I told a joke and he told a joke and my wife did this really great impression of you. Very funny, sir.
Was there any dancing, perchance?
I danced till my feet nearly fell off. I danced with my daughter, and then my wife.
So let me understand this. Last night you were making rather merry, and this morning you chose to be late. Well, I'll tell you what I choose to do, Cratchit, and I shall not say this again. I shall not stand for this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, I'm about to raise your salary.
Please, I beg you, don't fire me. What was that, Mrs. Scrooge?
You heard me. I said I'm about to raise your salary.
Yes, of course he's gone stark-raving loony man.
Okay, I know what it is. You think I've gone stark-raving loony mad.
Never crossed my mind. Stay back, Mr. Scrooge.
Why, Merry Christmas. A merrier Christmas, my good fellow, than I have shown you for many a year. I will raise your salary and try to help your struggling family. Now, let's discuss this over a healthy British breakfast of bacon, sausage, liver, and kidneys dripping in grease.
Sounds delicious. Just the thing for 9 in the morning. Are you sure you're all right, Mrs. Scrooge?
Never been better. Thanks to old Jacob Marley.
What was that, Mr. Scrooge?
Well, you see, there was this, it was like, and I, no, it was like, see the toilet, it was it's a long story, my dear boy. A long story. Now, before you dot another I or cross another T, why don't you run along and buy some more coal for your furnace? Here is some money. Mr. Cratchit!
Sorry, here you upstairs.
Merry Christmas. Paul.
We have come to the end of our story. Mr. Scrooge was better than his word. He became as good a master, as good a man, and as good a friend that this good old city has ever seen. Some people laugh to see the change in him, but he let them laugh, for he knew nothing good ever happened without someone laughing at it. He had no further visitations from ghosts, and it was always said of him that he knew how to keep the spirit of Christmas alive in his heart all year round. Let that truly be said of us all. And so, as Tiny Tim observed,
God bless us, everyone.
And happy holidays! Time of the show where you guys get to ask any questions that you might have. You know, questions about the play, about the story, about what we do as actors, about theater, any of that kind of stuff. We have questions.
no, right away, I saw you right there in the pink. You're going to shot right up. What's your question? Oh, when I was the second ghost, was that my real hair? Actually, no, that was a wig. Hold on, I'll get it.
It's kind of funny, though, because it is sort of like her same hair color.
Yeah, the joke was my boss was making the wig for me, and she said, we have to hide all that red hair so we can put some red hair on top of it. But nope, this is the wig that I would wear for a present. And what's fun about that is we get to wear a lot of wigs in the shows that we do. So we get to be a lot of characters that change really quickly, which is really fun.
Absolutely. How about you right here in the front? Why was Scrooge grouchy all the time? That's a really great question, actually. Kind of a deep philosophical question as well. But really the idea was Scrooge, when he was younger, things didn't really go well for him, right? And he felt that people sort of let him down in his life. And what he found was the only thing that he could hold on to, the one thing that he knew would never leave him, was money. So he thought if he just held on to money and kept everybody else away, he would never have his feelings hurt again. He would never be, he would never, be hurt by somebody else again. But what he needed to learn was that by keeping them away, he was hurting himself, right? So he had to let people in. He had to let Cratchit in. he had to go and be friendly to his nephew, because his nephew, he loved him, right? No matter, even how grouchy he was, he still really loved him. And so that's the lesson that Scrooge had to learn. And that's a really lovely question. Thanks.
Let's go all the way in the back of the yellow.
The set pieces and everything?
That's a great question. The question was, how were our set pieces made? And what's really cool about that is in theater, it's a huge collaborative effort. It's a teamwork thing. So you have a lot of people that go into making a piece of theater, not just the two of us that you see, but there's a slew of people that you'll never get to see. People who are in the office booking the show. You have people who made our costumes, who got all our props, the things we carried on stage together. And you have people who made this set for us. So we actually had people who made real human money making this set for us. And so that's the really cool thing about it, is it's a job that you really do get to work together as a team. And it requires a lot of teamwork and a lot of effort on everyone's part to make something happen like this. So we had somebody come in and make this set for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what's also really cool about the arts in general, guys. If you really love to draw, if you really love writing, if you really love dancing, you really love that kind of stuff, someday you could be paid to do that sort of thing. That's what we get to do. And maybe someday you get to be up here performing for kids that are going to your school, which I think is super cool. Yeah. Okay, how about in the blue right there, sir? Yes, you. That's a great question. The question was, is Scrooge really my uncle? No, he's actually not my uncle. And in fact, I was Scrooge too. I know, I was my own uncle.
You guys can see back there, there's nothing but a pile of costumes right now. We were the only two that were in the show, and we got to play a lot of different characters, which was really cool. That's the cool thing about theater, is you can be one person, you can be who you are, but you can play lots of different people. So I got to play a lot of different people, and then the other show we do, Jeremy gets to play a lot of different people. And it's really fun because you get to wear a lot of different hats in one show.
Absolutely. That's really what our company does. We focus on doing two-person shows of classic pieces of literature. The reason we do two people is so that we can see as many kids across the country as possible. Like, we have teams right now that are going all the way to Seattle, Washington, all the way down to Florida, all over the country. And if there were, one team of 10, we can only go so far. But 5 teams of 2, we can get to see thousands and thousands and thousands of kids. So that's why we do that.
So right here in front of you, that. Are we together in real life? No, we work together as partners. At Hampstead, it is like a family, but we work together. We're really good friends, and we spend a lot of time together. But we have a really good time, that's about it.
Absolutely. That's what's sort of about theater too, is that you get to make really, really good friends. Because you get to do lots of fun stuff on stage.
Yeah, we got to meet a whole bunch of actors from all over the world. Or, I wish. From all over the states. We have a friend that works for us who lives in Louisiana. We have people who live on the East Coast that work for the company. And we got to meet all these people because theater brings different people together from different places. And they bring them into one roof, and so you get to meet a lot of different people.
Absolutely. So I think we have time for 2 more questions. How about the young lady in the bleachers back there? Yes, you.
One of the shelves real full of books.
Sorry, is what real?
The question was, are the shelves on our bookshelf real? And kind of. There's a little bit of a ledge, probably about an inch thick, that we can put a book on. But the books you see right there are all painted on. Pretty cool, right?
And actually, you can sort of see what the trick is. Look at that, see? It's just really thin. But it's a trick.
Whoa!
Illusion.
Well, the reason we do that is we actually have this show and another show we do, Oliver Twist. We have them all loaded back in the back of our minivan. And we travel around with a minivan with 2 different shows. So we try to make everything that we have very compact so that we can fit it all in. And if we had a lot of books, we had to lug them in every single time. It's really heavy and arduous.
And that's what's cool about theater too, is that we provide you something that really allows your imagination to fill in the blanks, right? For your imagination, that was an old, dusty bookshelf, right? Even though it's just a thin little piece of wood, your imaginations took it and made it something bigger and more beautiful. So that you get one.
Oh my gosh, last one. Oh gosh, we have a question. Let's go right here in the black with the red lettering on it.
That's a really interesting question
Yeah,
too.
very.
The question was, why do I only get to be one person? Well, if you remember, actually, I snuck in another one at the very, very beginning, right?
I know.
You remember that guy? Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? Liz and I get to do 2 different shows that we take to different schools. Like actually later today, we're doing our other show, which is Oliver Twist, which is another show by Charles Dickens, right? And what's cool is, in this show, I mostly just play Scrooge, and Liz gets to play all the ghosts, all the other people, right? In Oliver, it's the other way around. Liz plays Oliver, and then I get to play pretty much everybody else. So what's cool about that is we sort of get to balance it out. Each of us gets to sort of be the star of one of them. So that's a really great question too. Well, unfortunately, guys, that's all the time we have for questions. I'm sorry, but if there are questions that you're dying to ask that we didn't get to, we always love to get letters. We love to get cards. We love to get emails and that stuff. We love to respond to those things. So please write us. But otherwise, we really had a great time performing for you guys. Did you guys have a good time today?